Hi, I am Jyothi Lakshmi, Assistant Professor in VWork Software Development and System Administration, MBS College, Marapalli.
Today, we will discuss about stored procedure in SQL Server. Before going to the practical session, let me introduce about what is stored procedure. A stored procedure in SQL is a group of SQL queries that can be saved and reused multiple times. It is very useful as it reduces the need for rewriting the SQL queries. It enhances efficiency, reusability, and security in database management. Users can also pass parameters to stored procedure so that the stored procedure can act on the passed parameter values. Let us check out the syntax for creating a stored procedure. Create procedure, procedure name, bracket open. In that, we can specify the parameter with the data types and the bracket as begin. Then we write the SQL statement to execute. Finally, we conclude with the key end. To execute a store procedure, we can use a key like exec. It is the short form of execute, so we can read out like execute store procedure name. Let us move to the practical side of the store procedure. For that, we want to open our SQL Server management system. The SQL Server. When we are opening the SQL Server, we get the interface like that. Here is the new query. When we click the new query, we get a new interface. Actually, for store procedure, we want to do our queries here. Let's move to our example. First of all, we want to create a database. For that, I write like this, create database name SampleDB. That means my database name is SampleDB. Let us execute our query. Once we execute it, we can see like this, our command completed successfully. Then for the, just check out our database. For that, we want to refresh our database and we can able to see that SampleDB database is created here. Okay. After creating this, we want to specify the use SampleDB. Why? Because we can see that here the default it is taken as the master, but currently we are using our database as SampleDB. For that, we use the code like use SampleDB and select and execute it. We can able to see the name get changed here. Master changed to SampleDB. After that, we want to create a table. For creating the query is create table, and here the name customers is the my table name, and in the customers I specified one customer ID field with int as data type and is taken as the primary key. Next field is customer name, varchar is the data type, its length is 50, and then the contact name, here the varchar again and the length is 50. Then the last field is country and its data type is varchar. Here we just note out that if it is an integer, we just specify the data type as in no specification for the length, but in case of strings or variables, something like that, we want to specify the length. So just select the query and we want to execute and able to see that the table is created. That's why the commands completed successfully is represented here. Okay, you can see there's a table created. Let's check out our table is created or not. You can see like the table customers is created. Okay. After doing this, we want to insert some values to this. Okay. For that, here I use the query insert into customers, customer ID, customer name, and contact, where the values is here we represent, and just select and execute. The data will successfully insert into the table. That is why we can say that 2 rows is affected. To just check out, just select the customer table and select the top 1000 rows, and we can able to see that our database is that inside our database there is a table created with all the details, and also in the table we also inserted 2 values. Okay. After that, we want to check the next thing is store procedure. Till now we do it as a simple procedure, and here always we can start our store procedure. As we already mentioned, our store procedures syntax is create procedure, procedure name, bracket open. Inside that we specify the parameters with the data type, and finally we space as begin SQL statement, and finally with end. The same thing is written in this, and here last time we just insert our data in a regular way, but this time we are doing in a procedure way. So let me do it in a here we select the procedure and then execute. Here we can see that our procedure is executed successfully, and let us check out where the procedure is placed. You can see that here programmability, a folder. Inside that we can see some stored procedure. In that stored procedure, this is what called our procedure. That means insert record, create procedure, procedure name. Our procedure name is insert record. So here it saves us insert a record. Okay. So our procedure is there, and we want to insert some data, right? I already mentioned that for execution, we give the our statement like exec or execute insert record like that. So suppose we are doing this way and just want to insert and select it and execute the yes, so it's conversion, and we want to see the correct thing again. Let's select and execute. Can see the third one. Okay. After that, our insertion query is completed. Next, we are going to the update query. Okay. Update query is similar to that. Then first we want to create the procedure like create procedure with procedure name. Same thing is happened. The only change goes to the SQL statement. Okay. Here update. We all know about that. For the update query, there is update. Table name set. Then it's specifying the table field which all changes, and finally we specify the condition. Okay, here the condition is customer ID equal to customer first underscore ID. Let's create the update query and execute. You can see here in the store procedure, just refresh it. Yeah, update record is saved here. And for changing, we just want to change our first query. Okay, just want to change our first one. So we just select it and execute. The row is affected. Okay. And we know that Aditya. Okay, just change, just select again and then can change. You can able to see the change that happened to our first customer ID. Okay, this is about our updation. Let's move to the delete record. How we can delete a record? For that also we want to write a procedure, stored procedure, and for that the similar thing is written. Create procedure, procedure name, where we specify the ID and our core SQL statement is like delete from customers where customer ID equal to at the rate cust underscore ID. Okay, just select it and execute. Here we can see the new procedure for delete. Just refresh it. Here it's there. And just we want to delete our first record. Just execute. The one row is affected. So just select and check it. First one is removed. Okay. This is about our deletion query. This all about the basic concepts of the our SQL statements. Let's have a beautiful day. Thank you.